Third and short yardage, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. A run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Mike 50, huh? 3-17. Hey, Mike's 50. I got you, boy. Go. 50. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down now, Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield to throw it. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk. and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Moore on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky?
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 3rd down, it's Grant. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Jameis to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, Winston. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They will run with Grant. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Now again, right side. Hubbard, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On third down, Mayfield. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go
Right back to him on first down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Carlson able to put this one through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when it gets... And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Winston rolling to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Right there.
Working out of the gun. Winston in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They go play action. Mayfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, Swift. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 26, check 26. Slams.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Mayfield is going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Swift, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
180. Tackle. Check 3.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Throwing, Mayfield, and a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. And
he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run, Everybody wants to advance the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 16-yard touchdown as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Grant, and an alley to run. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Dolphins, 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. This is Grant trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Winston. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught. He hits more. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner.
He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Now again, right side, Grant. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with time running out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?